Man, what's up, man? It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin. Man, today, Slim, I got this crazy prison Chaplain story of how this Chaplain at the jail that I was at was bringing in cigarettes. He was bringing in Gucci glasses. He was bringing in watches for my homies, you feel me? Slim, it's crazy. And they was having sex with him. You know what I mean? They was busting him up. They said, man, the Chaplain was a freaky dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, freaky. You hear me? They was getting it in with him. You hear me? Like, this is his prison life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving it to y'all raw how it is. You understand what I'm saying? Look, man, my day ones, go ahead, hit that like button, man. Saying shout out to all my subscribers, man. Chicago, St. Louis, man, Cali. Shout out to Cali, man. Shout out to Florida. Everybody who be checking in with me. Everybody who be like, man, I'm checking in. I'm from such and such, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, Slim. Y'all already know how I've been turning up on here, man. I got 3 LA stories right now that's going up. My subscribers that went past 2,000, man. Shout out to all y'all, Slim. That's why I'm here today. I already put up part 3 of my LA story. That's going crazy right now. I already got part 2 and part 1. Check out, man. Go check that out if y'all ain't seen it yet. It's going up. But listen, man. Shout out all of my subscribers. I definitely wanted to give y'all some love, Slim. But listen, bro, let me get on this story about this Chaplain, bro. Now, this was a crazy story because they was getting so much money off of this Chaplain, bro. They was getting so much money off this Chaplain, bro. And supposedly it was a homie that took down the operation. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this was at Canaan USP. You feel me? And this is how much money the Chaplain was making before he went to sentencing, because he got locked up for it. Before he went to sentencing, he gave the feds $15,000 cash money. He turned it over to him. That's how much money he made. You know what I'm saying, dude? See, I was in the state. I had packs of cigarettes in the state. I don't know. See. Let me tell you like this. All right, cigarettes. I'll give you a little example of how prison works. Cigarettes. Okay, it's hard to get cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? So if you find a way to get some cigarettes, it's cool. It's so hard to get cigarettes that the people will steal the chew. All right, so you got the CEOs that walk around with the chew, and they have a whole bottle, a Coca-Cola bottle, or any type of bottle that they gotta spit in. Inmates steal that and go dry it out. They go dry it out. Dry the chew out. He'll take the freaking chew out his mouth. That's not the chew that in their mouth. They spit it out, spit it in the bottle. Man, that bottle right there is worth money. Straight up, because people want to smoke cigarettes. So they steal the bottle, take the bottle, put the chew in a bowl, heat it up, and dry out the chew, and then sell cigarettes. They go make little pieces of paper. You know, I got cigarettes. $5 cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? They sell a ball of chew. If you got a lot of it, they like a ball of chew is $100, bro. Chew that somebody done spit. They roll up, smoke. They're like, well, yeah, this is some good chew right here. And you can use the juice to make it even more stronger, you feel me? So cigarettes is a hot commodity in prison. You understand what I'm saying? So I know if they making you could run, people was running up hundreds and thousands of dollars off of chew. They running it up off of that, you feel me? So real cigarettes, I can only imagine, Slim. See, I'm never gonna get on here and lie to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Real cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? All right, I was getting cigarettes in, you know what I'm saying? I was getting it in, but not whole packs, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had a way, you know what I'm saying? Look, let me just keep it real, you know what I'm saying? I had, it wasn't a pack, you know what I'm saying? It was just on the saran wrap, you know what I mean? Bunch of dumped out the cigarette. So actually, she got me Capones, you know what I mean? Dump it out, then she rolled it up, but it was like a thumb. It was a thumb filled up with tobacco, you understand what I'm saying? It's a thumb filled up with tobacco, you know what I'm saying? I was rocking with that, you know what I'm saying? I make my little hits and all that, but I really got my stuff for food, drugs, you know what I'm saying? Make sure, man, hit the homies and all that. Make sure that the block is good situated, you know what I'm saying? Got a little bit of money on the phone and this and that, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't into running it up in prison. But listen, back to the Chaplain. He's bringing in cigarettes, so it's a whole operation. They getting money, Slim. They getting money, bruh. They running it up in this joint, you feel me? And they also punishing his cheeks. It's just the Baltimore homies. The Baltimore homies had to wait, you feel me? Listen, this is how crazy it is. So listen, I'm at Hazleton USP while this whole operation is going on. You feel me? The Chaplain is at Canaan USP. know what I'm saying? This 2019, 2018. I'm gonna say the middle of 2018, July 2018. We get a homie that get off the bus, right? Homie get off the bus. I come to the table one day. They're like, oh yeah, that's the homie Miami right here. He was month too. So he's like, I was like, oh, so you know what I mean? He from around the way. So he's like, man, I'm like, where you just come from? I'm from Kane. I'm come from Kane USP. Oh, all right, what's up? This is how dangerous the feds is, bro. This is how dangerous the feds is. You understand what I'm saying? So he just came from Kane USP. Say he came from Kane to Bubba. So the whole time I do the background check on him. You know what I'm saying? My man gave me the background check on him the next day. Cause I go in the yard. I'm in tune with the Baltimore homies. I'm in tune with the DC homies. We all in the same car. You know what I'm saying? You need to go watch my content. You'll figure out what the cause is. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we on the yard. He pulled me out. My homie pulled me up. He like, yeah, what's up, Cap? So I'm like, man, what's up? So he like, man, let me tell you something, bro. Cause he looking like something on his mind. I'm like, man, what's up? So he like, let me tell you something, bro. He's like, my homie Miami that just got here. I'm like, yeah, what's up with him? He like, bruh, we getting emails saying to get him off the yard. Get him off the yard mean either beat him up or hit him. Don't let him walk this yard. He's not allowed to live on this yard right now. And he's like, this is coming from some big homies that paved the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, for what? They said, man, he just came from Candy USP. I said, he told me that yesterday. He said, yeah, when they was there, man, the homies had the way. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah. He said they was busting up the Chaplain. Man, the Chaplain was freaky, man. The homie was messing with the Chaplain. He was bringing in all the cigarettes and everything. They said, man, they was getting money out that joint. So I'm like, yeah. So they said that Miami's a Baltimore. He said Miami from Baltimore. So he's in the mix of what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? So they say Miami ended up getting into it with another Baltimore homie. I guess one of the head honchos, you know what I'm saying? Because they got head honchos all up, you know what I'm saying? So he like, Miami get into it with him, and they get Miami off the block. Boosh. I forgot how they got him off the block. I don't know if they beat him up or what, you know what I'm saying? But Miami's a soldier, so something must have happened where as though he got beat up and they sent him off the block. And then once he go in the hole, that your homies, you be like, nah, don't let him back out. Send him out. So that's what happened. They got Miami off the block. He said, man, the emails is coming and said once they got Miami off the block, everybody sealed. The next day, everybody who involved with the cigarette scheme got hit. Boom, 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 6 seals. All the big homies that was getting the cigarettes in, they all got kicked out. They all went to the hole for investigation. I said, dang. So now it's a bone on him that he told. They saying he ratted on the whole situation. The police did not know what was going on. The Chaplain got locked up, and 6 inmates, Baltimore inmates, got in trouble. They went to the hole and got under investigation. I was like, dang. So now the emails is coming in saying, get Miami off the yard. We got emails. So now emails is coming in, man, don't let him walk that yard. Don't let him walk the yard. So I'm like, dang. So I'm like, Weedy got the yard right now. Weedy, the Baltimore homie. He's calling the shots for the Baltimore dudes. You know what I'm saying? He the number one. Weedy been there for 25 years. Played with that knife and all that. You know what I'm saying? Got his little way. He doing him. You know what I'm saying? So the emails coming in. They telling Weedy, man, go ahead, man, mash the gas on him. Get him off the yard. Don't let him be there. So my homie right here is telling me, he said, man, I'm telling Weedy, man, we got to get him off this yard. So Weedy is saying, no, they ain't got no paperwork. Weedy is saying he want them to send some paperwork or something so he can visualize the paperwork and see the paperwork and get him off the yard. So my man is like, I'm telling Weedy, dog, it's common sense. He like, it's common sense, dog. Their cells got hit. The police ain't know nothing. As soon as he go to the hole, man, their cells get hit. And he said, man, this is the thing, killer. He's like, Cap, he like, man, I don't want to wait a week or nothing like that for no paperwork to come in and then Miami get armed. He said, because Miami is a cold-blooded stepper, bro. Miami unalived his celly. They said, man, Miami his celly to death. They said he was in the cell hitting him. He was like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And the dudes vouch for this. Everybody vouches that he's a hitter. He's locked up for contract killer. You know what I'm saying? He's locked up for contracts. You know what I'm saying? And he got his contracts a lot. He did a lot of contracts out of Miami. That's how he got the name Miami. He be hitting the contracts. That's how he was getting money. But he from Baltimore. So I'm like, dang. So he like, yeah, bro. He's like, bro, ain't no joke to play with. He said before he really get armed, get a nice knife, I'm trying to get him up out of here. He only been here for like 2 days. He said, bro, I'm telling Weedy, man, we need to get him out of here. So I'm like, dang. He said, bro, And to be honest, he said, I know Miami. Miami been there for years. He probably already He said, so I'm telling Weedy, man, tomorrow we need to get him down. We need to get him down to the gym. Because down in the gym, you got to walk through a metal detector. Beep, beep. You know what I'm saying? You get patted down, you know what I'm saying? So the metal will go off. So he want to get him somewhere where he know he ain't got the knife on him. You know what I'm saying? And they could go ahead and, you know what I mean? Boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. They're going to get him off the yard. That's how you get dudes off the yard. Boom, boom, boom. They always put 2 on it, 2 on 1. 2 on 1. You know what I mean? Hit him, go ahead, punish him, boop, boop, bop. The police gonna see it, you know what I'm saying? Or if he got black eye or something, they gonna see, oh, you bleed, man, come here, man. They get you off the yard. That's how you get people off the yard. You know what I'm saying? Hazleton, United States Penitentiary, they usually got people off the yard in the kitchen. You'll go to the kitchen one day, like sometimes dudes will be like, man, don't go to the kitchen right now. They about to get a nigga off the yard. I'm like, oh yeah, because I ain't trying to sit on the ground. I ain't trying to be stuck in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So there you go. They catch dude at the lunch table, boop, 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 bop, because the police right there. Police around there, hey, break it up, get him on the ground, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or they do it down the gym, they get you off the yard down the gym, or they get you on the in the unit. It get real treacherous on that unit. Most time they hit you on the unit, you know what I'm saying? But look, so he's saying bring him down to the gym and they gonna get him off the yard, you know what I'm saying? But Weedy is against it. Weedy is like, you know what I mean? He wants to see some paperwork. So I'm like, dang. So I holler at Weedy. I'm like, man, what's up with Slim? He like, man, they want me to get him out of here, but I ain't doing that, yo. He like, I ain't doing that, yo. He like, man, he said, ain't no paperwork, man. I ain't just trying to do that, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Left it alone, you know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, Miami ended up using Weedy name as a crutch. There's a lot going on in the jail, and he like, man, Weedy ain't sending me nowhere. Weedy run this yard, and he's saying certain stuff out of his mouth using Weedy name as a crutch, and Weedy ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, Weedy got him on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Weedy got on the yard, but it took a little minute. I'm not gonna lie, it took a minute. It took a minute to get him off. So boom, they got him up out there. The Caucasian boys got him up out of there, goosh, you know what I'm saying? That was in the Baltimore car. They got him up out of there, douche. Jumped on him, boop, boop, bop, boop, bop, got him up out of there, boom. So why I end up getting switched to Caney USP, the same jail where the operation, the Chaplain was getting hit, you know what I'm saying? This is about 12 months later after the situation, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I come in the yard, boom. So I'm at the computer, boom. So then I see Anthony Chaplain, Walla, he from Baltimore, good homie. He Anthony Jones co-defendant. If y'all know who Anthony Jones is, he was on what's that, American Gangster or something? American Gangster, all that crazy channel. He's a legendary Anthony Jones. This is Anthony Jones co-defendant. Walla, Anthony Chaplain, you know what I'm saying? My man, good brother, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up too. He just got home. So listen, he like, man, what's up? He like, yo, you must. I'm like, yo, I'm like, one next time. You know what I mean? So we talk. He's like, where y'all you come from? I'm like, this how it works. This is how the prison system works. This is how small the prison system is. So he like, I said, man, I'm just coming from Hazleton. He was like, you came from Hazleton? He was like, man. I said, yeah, I was up there with Weedy. He's like, you was up there with Weedy? He like, man, is Miami still there? He was mad, bro. He started turning up. He was like, man, we sent the emails to Weedy telling him, man, don't let Miami walk that yard, man. And Weedy talking about he wants some paperwork and this and that. I'm like, yeah, Weedy was signing paperwork. I'm telling him what everything Weedy said, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, it ain't too much to it. You know what I'm saying? He was telling him. You know what I'm saying? He told me the story, what happened, how it all went down. You know what I'm saying? They got Miami off the yard. Then the very next day, all their cells got hit. He was like, he slid through the cracks, you know what I'm saying? Because while I do be moving a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, he slid through the cracks. He stayed there, you know what I'm saying? It was on the same block that I was on, F2. So I'm like, dang, he was in this joint? I'm like, Miami was in this joint? I'm like, dang. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. So the homies had operation. He's setting down the whole operation. I'm like, dang. So he like, yeah, Slim. But they was mashing the gas to get him off the unit. You know what I'm saying? Because the Chaplain ended up getting arrested. All of that, bruh. I'm like, dang, he told me too. The Chaplain was bringing in everything. You know what I'm saying? Then I went to the yard, met other homies and said, we got to talk about the Chaplain. They was like, man, when that Chaplain was here, man, everybody who was freaking on butt was going down there to talk to him. They talking about the need of prayer and all this and that. I'm like, dang. I said, this dude was freaky as hell. Man, they said, as soon as they see him, they was like, man, where you going? Like, man, I'm going to holler at the Chaplain. They already knew what time it was. You ever did? They said, oh, yeah, he about to try to get himself. I said, oh, they crazy. And this is how jail work. You know what I'm saying? This is how jail work. Oh, and remember, too, when I was talking to the dude who was telling me that, man, he like, man, we need to get him off the yard. So I guess what he said, too? This is how prison work. He's like, he told me, look, kill it, man. He said, I'm telling Weedy we need to get him off the yard. He said, because these are some big homies. These are great men who paved the way for Baltimore and the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? He like, the emails is coming in to me. They coming in to everybody. He said, I don't want to not get him off the yard. And then I end up getting shipped out of here and go to another jail and meet up with them. And they gonna be like, man, what's up, man? We sent you an email, man, to get Slim off the yard. What's up with that? Because they'd take that as disrespect and go ahead and hit him, bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't on homie time. We sent the email over there. He like, these some legendary dudes. He like, so I'm telling Weedy, man, we need to do this. So I'm like, dang. And this is how prison works, Slim. You can find a CO. You know what I mean? You can get the Chaplain. You know what I mean? You can get your own way. You know what I'm saying? That's some content I'm going to do on how to get the drugs in the prison. You know what I'm saying? But I got to be touchy that I don't want to seem like, you know what I mean, I'm tipping or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, this is the story of the Chaplain, bro. He gave them people $15,000 before he went to court or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He had that paper, he had that bag. But I want to ask y'all this: do y'all think Miami told? Y'all think Miami told? Me personally, I think he told. I ain't need no paperwork. I'd have matched gas on him if it was my call. I'd have said, yeah, y'all go and get him. Y'all two right there. Put this up here. Put this in your little butt. Go ahead, y'all smash him so y'all can have something in the hole. Because people take drugs and put it in them. So when you go to the hole, because the hole you on 24-hour lockdown, you never come out. So you can take your little drugs out, boy, smoke while you in the hole. Yeah, that's how I do when you getting that paperwork. Yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, son.